Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. It's Lisa and we are just about to head back home, but we've just stopped off in the New Forest on the way back. We've just bought some lovely unique gifts for our friends, haven't we?
Yeah.
For a couple of our friends, one whose birthday is coming up and for our friend who is dog sitting. So I'm not going to show you what they are because that will spoil the surprise for them. But we just stopped because there are some, I don't know if you can see the ponies over there. You see the ponies? So we just came and I will include a little bit of video here. Rufus just fed the ponies and I fed the ponies, so that was nice. And then we're just having a little bit of berries and quark. What is it? Melon, strawberries,
melon, and blueberries, and some quark.
And some quark, because we're absolutely staying on plan while we're away. But it's a really weird feeling, isn't it? Because we're down here for not very good reasons, not disastrous reasons, but not very good reasons, because of our family thing, and yet we've managed to take a little bit of time out and decompress as well, haven't we? And for me, just being back in the forest is an amazing feeling. I miss this place. So you can feel the spirit of the forest, can't you? Yeah. And it's a really nice place just to come and just to sort of touch base with nature and all of that stuff. And as long as the drivers aren't up your bum on the around the windy roads at 40 miles an hour.
The thing is, you get the horses and cows walking in the road straight off the forest, straight across the road, and the cars are doing like 40 mile an hour, more than 40 mile an hour, I should say. Yeah, they are. I was doing 35, and yet they were still right up my bumper.
Riding your bumper, weren't they?
Pretty much. And I just, you know, for the sake of the animals, because this is their home, I refuse to go fast around here. There's no reason. No. So, like I say,
the worst thing imaginable to bump into one.
Yeah, and also, I think, you know, if they really want to go that fast, let them overtake, because at the end of the day, they try and get you to speed up, but I refuse anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been quite nice sort of getting back to nature down here. We're going to come back down in about another month, we think. And yeah, and you know, it is what it is, but it is an amazing place out here in the New Forest. It's just so nice to see sort of large amounts of land that are untouched, and it was really because you were sort of asking about who owns the ponies and that. Well, they're wild, but they're not wild because they are actually owned by the commoners, the families of the commoners that have got grazing rights. They officially own the ponies, which basically means that the Forestry Commission takes some money from them every year, I think, and then pays for things like their some of them have got fluorescent collars, haven't they? Yeah. Reflective collars, so that at night time you can see them. But I will do a video. I will put together some of the clips because we've got some really interesting traffic jams around here. So I will put those together into one video, so have a look for that on our channel.
Especially one when I was talking to it and then it started moving back at me. I thought it was going to come and follow the car. Yeah,
that was a bit worrying. But yeah, so just to sort of say, it is absolutely possible to stay on plan. We went to a cafe with my cousin earlier, and I had a tuna salad. I had a little bit of vinaigrette on it. I don't quite know what that was made of, so I'll count that as olives on it. Yeah, I'll count that as 2 cents.
They were just plain olives, not stuffed ones.
And I
think they are 8 per 1 cent.
Yep, and I had 8 green olives, so I'll count that as 1 cent. There was some more on the plate, but I left those. And I left quite a bit of the vinaigrette dressing, but I'll count that as 2 cents because I don't know exactly how much oil was made.
It all did look super healthy,
but it was. And then we had a coffee with some soy milk, so that again, everything's on plan. And now you're tucking into your fruit. All you're doing throughout this video, just munching away.
I know.
And I'm gonna tuck into some now as well. But yes.
I think if I don't eat lots of fruit and vegetables and stuff, then you don't get a good loss.
No, exactly.
At the end of the day, I want my 4 healthy bars.
But more than that, you want your 4 stone wall, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got to lose 2.5 pounds this week
to get you 4 stone wall.
4 stone.
And it'll be really interesting to see if we can actually do that. If we can get good losses this week whilst we've been away, that'll be really interesting. Because a lot of people don't, do they? A lot of people have issues and that.
As well, some people go, oh, I can eat tons while I'm on Slimming World, but you can. But then if I have a day where I eat loads of speed, vegetables and fruits and stuff, but then overfill my tummy, sometimes overfilling your tummy and being like super full is not the best thing either, because you should just have enough in your tummy to go, oh, actually,
I feel full.
But if I eat too much more, I'll feel really bloated and then overfull. So you just need to get kind of like a healthy balance, so that you're eating the right amount but not overfilling yourself.
But I think that's kind of
and that way
problem,
you have better losses when you do that.
But I think a lot of us on Slimming World, I think a lot of us don't really know how to get those balances. And if we were able to treat food healthily and have a healthy balance, we wouldn't be at Slimming World in the first place, because we wouldn't have got to the sizes that some of us did.
It's a bit like saying I can eat super healthy on plan. If I overfilled myself every day, I might only lose maybe half a pound or a pound that week. But I know that I can do a lot better. But like I say, I have an occasional day where I do overfill myself.
Yeah.
And it's because I used to binge on food. So
whereas now we just binge on.
Now we just binge on fruit, more vegetables than fruit. But
vegetables.
Yeah.
So anyway, just to sort of say, I know Stephanie, my cousin's just found our channel, and it was lovely catching up today and talking about. Some other sort of bits and pieces that we needed to talk about, but also just catching up with family gossip and things like that. And I asked her what her reaction was when I came out as trans and stuff, and she said it was a bit of a shock, didn't she? But she was really grateful that cousin is a gender neutral term, so she didn't have to sort of because obviously my sister had to go from brother to sister with me, and my mum went from son to daughter. Whereas my cousin went from cousin to cousin, so it doesn't alter, does it?
People time just to adjust to the.
But her, my Auntie Lynn have both been absolutely just amazing and fantastic and completely accepting. And I know, sort of from talking to her today, she said it was a bit of a shock, but I think she sees that I'm a lot happier and a lot more myself. So I think after a while, the families
the first chance you've got to show her your ring.
Yeah, the engagement ring. So great big hello to Stephanie. Hopefully you'll watch this at some point. So we are going to. I'm going to eat my quark and my fruit, and then we're probably going to stop somewhere around here in the bushes for a wee. It's funny because we keep seeing cars pulling up, and then people walking off over the ridge behind us, and then walking back a couple of minutes later. It's like, we know what you're doing.
Especially if they walk off with a toilet roll.
Yeah, I've not seen anybody do that yet. But we'll stop and have a quick wee in that before we go, and then we may or may not stop at Harvester on the way back. We're not sure yet whether we're going to try and do a straight through run back up to Leeds, because it's already sort of 6:30 as we're filming this, and it's about a 5-hour journey up, isn't it? So yeah, but it is so peaceful down here, it's so tranquil, and just sitting on the ground, just feeling the spirit of the forest. I know I keep talking in all these sort of airy fairy pagan terms and things, but it is so spiritual down here. I feel so connected to the land. As I say, I came out to Burley when I was originally, I think I was 15 the first time I came here. And came out to do Forrest when I was a kid, because we used to come out in my grandma's car. Grandma used to bring us out on school holidays and that, me, Mum, Tracy and my grandparents, because it was a cheap day out in the summer holidays, sort of 25 miles away from Southampton where we grew up, and it was a cheap day out, and of course money was tight. I think money's tight for a lot of people these days as well, but money was tight, and so it cost petrol money. We'd take a packed lunch. But so this place is ingrained in me, and the spiritual side of it is
yesterday
really
and today. What you see, how much food and that we brought with us.
Yes.
We still have some curry left.
And
we're just getting through our last lot of fruit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I say, we've still got curry and we've still got some cauliflower and stuff. And like I say, the only thing we've bought since we've been here is maybe a few bottles of Pepsi Max or whatever.
Yeah, and some
Some
soft
packet
drinks
of
because it was
ham
cold.
we got for us. That
Cold
we had
drinks, not 'cause it was
earlier,
cold weather.
and 2 bags of carrots to feed their horsey friends.
Yeah, which they fed the horses, and then at one point
Yeah.
one of the horses didn't want them.
No, they just turned
there
around
was
turned around and just swung their bum at me and just.
There
like,
were some
"I'm not
people
having
here,
it."
and they said, "Oh, they're the wrong carrots.
Yeah.
They only eat M&S carrots round here." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, actually, they're from Waitrose, so it's fine."
Yeah.
But yeah, as I say, it's been a really weird mixed emotions of coming down. It's been really good to connect back with family, and I think the thing that the lesson that we always learn is to connect with family while you can, because they're not going to be around forever. And I mean, you know, look at Mum went quite suddenly, Dad died very suddenly, and I think, you know, if your family are accepting of you, then do spend time with them, and that acceptance and that love of family sometimes is really important.
And when you're little, you think like your family and that are going to last forever.
Yeah.
You do. You don't think like, oh,
No.
when I get older, and people, pass away and people.
And I got to say, as a trans couple, we're both quite lucky that most of our family have actually accepted us, haven't they?
Yeah.
And most of our family have been sort of on the ball with gender changes and pronoun changes and things, and we're both very lucky about that. So we will get to all your questions and comments that you've been leaving on the last couple of videos. We will get to them when we get back up home and can get sort of proper internet access again. And we've been asked to do a couple of other videos.
Bracelets as well.
Yeah, you got some.
Went to a leather
You
shop
did. I
and
got all
a few
sorts of
bracelets.
stuffs. But we'll show you what we bought and some of the bits and pieces we bought when we get back up. So yes, we will. As I say, we will catch up with everything on the
Don't
social
forget,
media side.
If you want Kit Kats, we're giving the Kit Kats away.
Yes.
We brought them with us.
We've actually got them in the bag.
Got them in the car.
So we have two-finger Kit Kats, and we will post them out to anybody in
We
the
will.
UK if you want them. Just
Bear in
leave a
mind,
comment.
they're 5 cents for 2 Kit Kats. Like you get
2
the
fingers.
2 fingers. Yeah, they're not 4-finger Kit Kats.
No,
They're
2-finger Kit Kats.
Two 2-finger Kit Kats. They are. So they're 5 cents per 2 fingers.
See what I go for that with? Randomly deciding to do a Kit Kat giveaway. Right then, so we will love you and leave you, and we will see you on our next video. What day is it? I don't even know what day it is. It's Thursday today, so we'll upload this overnight. It'll probably be uploaded on Friday, and then we will, whether or not I can get around to finishing off the Sunday recipe, I probably won't do it this week because we're away this weekend as well.
Everyone will be waiting now till Tuesday to
our
see how
weigh-in.
much we
Yes.
weigh in at.
Well, we're also going to be at Sparkle this weekend, which is a massive transgender event in Manchester. We're going to be there, hopefully raising lots of money, selling t-shirts and caps and things for
So we'll be
transmission.
Prepping up tomorrow.
So we'll be
stuff to
prepping
take with
again
us. Food to take with us.
for Manchester. We've got we're going to do some roast chicken, aren't we? And we might just do roast chicken
Roast
and
chicken,
salad
and stuff.
and stuff, yeah, and take that with. But anyway, we will love you and leave you. You've sat and eaten your whole bowl of.
I know. I hope you've enjoyed watching me eat this.
I know, right? And I'm going to have mine now. So, as we always say at the end of our videos, happy slimming. See you on the next one.